Welcome to the episode where we talk all things volley. Now, a volley is a ball or a shot that we take in the air and not on the bounce. Most of the points will start from the baseline, but our whole goal in pickleball is to get up to this kitchen line right here so we can take more balls in the air. Now, a couple important things when we're volleying. One thing I want to talk about is the ready position. So if you're a right-handed player like me, when I come up to my kitchen line, I'd like my ready position where my paddle to be about waist high, and I would like the end cap to be in line with my belly button, just like this. Now, to be more specific, I would like the tip of your paddle, which mine says Selkirk right here, to be cheating towards 11 o'clock on the scale. Okay, the reason why I want to be at 11 o'clock is because a lot of the volleys that I'm going to take at the net are going to be on my backhand side, and it's going to be an easier transition to get from my 11 o'clock around to my backhand volley. So if you're a right-handed player like me, I want to encourage you to come up to the kitchen line in your 11 o'clock ready position. If you're a left-handed player, your ready position is going to be at 1 o'clock. Now, I said earlier, a lot of the times when we come to this close to the net and people are hitting balls right at us, we're going to take them mostly as a backhand on the volley. And there's a 75% chance that when the ball does get hit to us, it is going to be on our backhand side. So for instance, if I can take a backhand all the way over here on my left shoulder, this is zone 1. This is considered a backhand volley. My zone 2 is also a backhand volley, and so is zone 3, which is sometimes referred to as the chicken wing, as you can see by my elbow and my arm. If anything comes to my dominant shoulder or past my dominant shoulder, that is the time when I can flip my wrist and hit my forehand volley. So again, I like to tell my clients that we play the high percentage or the odds in this game, and there's a 75% chance that it's going to be a backhand volley, and about a 25% chance that it's going to be a forehand volley. Earlier in this series, we learned how to dink without our paddles, so we're going to start from the ground up with the volleys and volley without our paddles. I like to reiterate that when I come to the kitchen line, my toes, my hips, and my shoulders are facing my opponent or my partner, in this case, Clint. All right, and we are going to volley without our paddles. So I'm going to start with this ball in front of my body, just like my paddle is going to be in a real game. And I'm going to throw this ball right at Clint, and he's going to catch it with his fingertips up. Just like that. Just a direct throw. Perfect. The whole point of this drill is to make sure we make contact in front of our body by catching this ball in front. What I want to avoid is slotting my elbow back and catching the ball behind my body. Very good. You might have to bend your knees just a little bit if the ball comes nice and low. And what I also want to prevent you from doing in this drill is to catching this ball underhand. That simulates you getting handcuffed or jammed up in a point, and that's not going to be good for you or your teammate. So when you're doing this with a partner, we are throwing a direct hit right about chest level, just like this, exactly right. Sometimes I do this for 2 or 3 minutes. It's really going to be a nice shoulder burn for you as well. And as you get more comfortable with it, Clint and I are going to try to move each other around just a little bit. And while we're doing this, we're really focusing on transferring our weight and keeping both feet on the ground. What happens a lot of the times is when we're volleying, one foot will come off, and now we're off balance. So for this drill, if he doesn't hit it right at me, or I don't throw it right at him, he's going to use his weight transfer to get to that ball. Very good. Very nice. 2 more. Perfect. Direct hit. Remember, fingertips up every single time. If I give him a really low ball, he's going to bend his knees and get down to that ball. Very good. Nice job. The next step in the fundamental volleying drill is for me to continue to toss the ball right at Clint, and Clint is going to use his ready position at 11 o'clock to turn his paddle to his 9 o'clock backhand volley position and push this ball right back at me. Again, I'm tossing with my fingertips up just like I was doing in the last drill, and he is taking the ball out in front, making contact in front of his body, turning from his 11 o'clock to his 9 o'clock, and pushing out. It's very important after you make contact with this ball that there is an extension past the point of contact. If you just extend and let the ball hit your paddle, it's going to fizzle out and not go anywhere. So as we're in his ready position, he is pushing the ball forward with his volley. Let's do 5 in a row. Good. As this drill goes on, I want you to try to build it up. So I don't want you to start off hitting the ball super hard, especially if it's your first time volleying, okay? I want you to start off nice and slow, get the fundamentals and the wrist movements together. And then as the drill goes on, you can progress and hit it a little bit harder, just like this. Very nice. The final step in the volleying process is to have both paddles now as part of the game. So we're going to volley back and forth with each other, trying to maintain our ready position at 11 o'clock with our paddle above our waist. And sometimes, or most of the time, in fact, this ball is going to be on our backhand side. If it comes to our dominant shoulder or past, we can hit a forehand volley. Our whole goal, again, is to treat this ball like a little baby bird and just to lift this baby bird over the net into our opponent's paddle. If you've ever seen that game with the wooden paddle with the string and the ball, and you tap it just like this is going to be very similar to this drill right here. Again, Clint and I are working together as a team, trying not to kill each other, but just trying to work the ball around. Good. Very nice. If you notice, Clint's keeping really, really nice balance. He's not coming up off the ground. And he's watching that ball hit his paddle. It is very important to watch this ball come off your opponent's paddle and watch it hit your paddle. Again, we want to try to hit the sweet spot every single time. And the way we do that is by not taking our eye off the ball. Good. Now once you get into that rhythm, try a couple on the backhand and then have your opponent or your partner also hit a forehand volley. So I'm gonna try to make Clint hit a backhand and then a forehand volley. Backhand, forehand, backhand, good. Forehand. Nice. Good. Nice. There's the body shot right there.